Okay, I believe we're live again. Hopefully this time it'll work well and better. It looks much better on the stream. I rechanged all the settings, none of them worked. But we are going to be live again. Uh, we're just, yeah, had some mistakes that we made, and we're just going to stick with the broadcast. I apologize if it's glitchy or laggy, even in the best parts, but it's what we're going to have to live with until we can find a better fix, because I tried to find some fixes, and none of them worked. It seems Wavy has lagged out of the game. Yes, he has. But now we see the lights. It'll be a delay for the drivers. But no, it won't. They're actually off now. Oh! And Civic's into the wall. Virtual safety cars out. Severe collisions down the field. And huge penalties down the field. So we are under VSC. Almost every single driver now has a penalty. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got you. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, almost every single driver has a penalty besides Hozik, Civic, Detros, and Tez. We are back green. We'll move up to Tez. He's currently leading with Ryan behind him. Penalties throwing a big factor in the ending of this race, possibly. Detros into P3. Started 8th, somewhere along that line. You see them get out of the wall of champions. Detros gets into the wall. Civic, the 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Manish gets in fine. That's a lot of drivers with penalties down the line that they will have to serve during this race. We're only 2 laps into this 35-lap event, and that's NYC who goes around. He stopped in the middle of the track. All the cars going around him. Swings his rear end into the wall, and now he goes. As you see Manish and Civic now exiting the pits. We go back to the front of the field where Wavy's AI carried him into 6th place, where he now resumes racing. We'll look at Detros trying to chase down Ryan as they go through that second chicane. They come out of the exit of Sector 2 and into the hairpin. No dive bomb made. Try to get a run on this backstretch possibly. Gets a beautiful exit on Ryan. Let's see if we can make a move here. Immigration, championship leader at the moment. Very close. The two of them after starting 10th place, 9th or 10th in this race. Tez sets fastest lap at 1:12.7. Colin now remarks that with a 1:11.7. And that is Detros all over Ryan, just trying to get by him. We ride on board with him. DRS now activated. Detros gets past, but it won't be enough as Ryan gets a better exit out of that first chicane. Now you see Immigration enters the conversation. He's now P4, and there goes Detros. He spins. He'll flip it back around, waiting for traffic to flow through. Hozik gets by, and now you see his teammate go by as well. Now he spins back onto the middle of the track. Where's Civic at? He's nowhere near him, so Detros now clear. He will get back going after the fall from P3, and Immigration got by Ryan in that sequence. The two Ferraris trying to contend for the Constructors' Championship with 6 races left. They're trapped in 10th and 11th. At the moment, you see Colin getting a run on Ryan for P3. Late run into the corner. Beautiful chicane by the Mercedes gets him into P3. Mini into the pits. Let's see what he does. And he takes his stop. He goes onto the medium tires. Takes his penalty while he's at it. So Immigration and Tez, the two championship rivals, only 4 points separated at this moment. And Immigration with that 5-second time penalty off to get out in front of Tez, the 2-second gap, and then split another 5 seconds. But when he does pit, he will serve that 5-second time penalty. That will come into effect. Sector 3 spin. Who's that going to be? Possibly one of the Ferraris. No. Can't tell you right now, but let's pull up that track map so we will be able to see who is spinning, if there is one. We'll ride on board, or we'll watch Detros at the moment. See what he can do. Now let's switch over to Immigration. See what he does on the backstretch while Colin has DRS on him and a big run. Indeed. Colin and Detros both wrecked out in our sprint race, that 25% race. Now they are P2 and P3 in this race. Beautiful exit of the final chicane for both of them. And Colin stays in pursuit of Immigration. So going to lap 5. Tez holding that 2-second gap to Immigration as they might be battling pretty soon here behind them. And that is going to be Detros, it looks like, into the pits. Yes, it will be. Civic behind him, the unfortunate mishaps on lap 1 caused about half the field to get penalties, and it caused him to fall back into about 8th or 9th as now he pulls up into 7th on pit lane. Mini will now be passing his teammate on the exit pit lane. Mini has already pit, as well as Manish and NYC. Both behind Mini, both catching him pretty quickly. There goes Detros out of the pits, right behind his teammate, helping those Williams maybe stay between Manish and NYC and the Ferraris. Detros on the hard tires, Mini on the mediums. The other two both on the hards. Both the Ferraris are on the hards. We'll switch back to the front of the field. We see Tez. Now that gap 1.5 seconds. Colin out of DRS range. But Ryan, however, is in DRS, and he has DRS. Immigration sets fastest lap, now within 1.4 seconds of our leader, Tez. And we'll just ride on board. Not ride on board, we'll just watch out. And let's watch Tez and Immigration as Immigration gets a little closer each and every lap. Now 1.3 seconds to gap the sector 1 spin. That's going to be one of the Ferraris. That's going to be NYC. Around now he picks it back up and he's going to get going. We'll move back to Immigration. With that 5-second penalty, he's 1.2 seconds behind him. Tez trying to get within DRS range. By the way, he's been catching him each lap. It'll probably be next lap, the time when Immigration gets the Tez's bumper. Immigration on the soft tires. He had free choice of tire, so he's trying to choose a different strategy than his championship rival here. Ryan, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so he's really pushing track limits now. Let's see if we can get... No, we won't. But you can see the penalties. We'll switch it back and forth every once in a while. You can see the penalties, everyone with 5 seconds besides Ryan. He has 8. Just keep that in the back of your mind. As we move back to tire life, you can see who's on those fresher tires. You can see Civic. He is on those full tires, but he just hasn't crossed the line yet. There's Tez within 1 second now. Was he within a second? When he crossed that DRS activation zone, as now he comes to the actual activation zone, and he does not have... Yes, he does. So Immigration now will be catching Tez at a much quicker rate, while Tez is stuck without DRS, and Immigration does have it. So Immigration will once again have DRS right here out of the final chicane, and that was Colin coming into the pits. He will serve his penalty while he's in the pits, as Immigration just gets closer and closer to Tez, trying to pass him. Let's see what tires he went on to. He's going to take the wing change. He took the penalty, and he goes onto those hard tires. Immigration getting closer and closer each lap. Just hasn't been able to make a move for the overtake yet, and that's going to be a car ahead of those two that spun. Let's see if he stays out of their way, and they'll have to jump to the inside. That looked to be Detros in the Williams there. Let's see if it was. Yes, it was. You can see the two leaders go by him. Ryan behind. You can see from Ryan's point of view, Detros out of the session. Don't know if that was internet or not. But Ryan runs wide. He's currently P3. So let's go back to these two. Now, Immigration with DRS is catching Tez. Let's see if he makes a move. Goes to the outside. Almost gets squeezed up, but he decides not to make a move. Now I'll have DRS on this front stretch. Immigration really loses it. Gets very close to the inside wall. Able to hold on. A beautiful save by Immigration. Blue flags now on track. Might be for the Williams of Detros. We will send him an invite. Hopefully you can see around that screen. Where's Detros? Where's Detros? He looks to be offline. Unless I'm missing him. Yeah, he is. Okay, so it looks like Detros completely got off there in the Williams. But now Ryan will have... Ryan doesn't get fine. Okay. Immigration will now have a huge run on this backstretch. Let's see if he can make a move. He's on those soft tires. He's on those quicker tires. Immigration, here he goes. He has DRS open. And he looks to the inside. He's peeking. He's there. He's not clear yet. They're side by side. As they race, they bump. But it's going to be Tez who holds on, but Immigration has DRS, and Immigration gets by on the pit straight. Beautiful, clean racing by these two. They're racing for a championship here. They're going to be cautious with each other. They're not going to wreck each other or wreck themselves in the process. See the position change. You can see how Immigration has gained 7 positions over this race. Beautiful performance by him so far. Tez getting closer to Immigration. He's just not there. Management sets fastest lap from 10th place on the medium tires. Tez with DRS now on his teammate. Jumps to the outside. Not there. Very close. Right near Immigration. Nothing's going to happen. Let's invite Detros back. Since he is online now. Two still racing here. Tez and Immigration. Waiting. Kozik, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. This track is one of the tracks that really catches you out on those time penalties, and this is one of the only tracks all season, even with regular corner cutting, as you see Colin get one in the top, that you will have that a ton of penalties on the right-hand side of your screen. Left-hand side of your screen. The right part of the left-hand side. You can see almost off the drivers with penalties. But Tez does not have them. And Tez, speaking of Tez, now he has DRS on Immigration. He gets by him. He clears him. And Tez now retakes the lead. He's your new leader. As we move on to lap 12. Both drivers staying out pretty long on those soft tires. Immigration and Tez were testing strategies with each other earlier, seeing what possibly could work for them. But Detros now has rejoined back. Glad to see him back in the Williams. Tez and Ryan, the only drivers that have not changed positions. We're going to move back to the tire graphic now. See how many tires each driver has put. So the top 4 have not pit yet. Everyone else in the field has. Colin was very quick in the full field 18-minute qualifying to start off our sprint race yesterday. And he set pole over Immigration by about 2/10, I believe. Might have been less. But Immigration now on those soft tires still. They might be starting to wear out, but he will have DRS right here and he will have a big run. Let's see what Immigration can do. He's down to the inside and he backs out. Good move there, not wanting to end both of their days. Just like what happened. And Ryan with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Now Tez, Mini, Manish, and Detros, the only ones that have gone penaltyless so far. And I believe Mini already served his penalty. Let's just watch Immigration. He tries to catch Tez. Now he has DRS on the straight. Let's just watch. Oh! Oh! Let's ignore that. Whatever just happened between those two cars. There's a lot of lag on the stream, so I apologize for that. Stream was going very smoothly until just a few seconds ago. Now it's gotten very, very choppy. I just closed out on my phone. It seems to be working better. But now we see Immigration and Tez still in pursuit. Ran away from Hozik as it looks like Ryan hit for, yes he did, for fresh soft tires. But those two have just been on each other's bumpers, I guess I can say. Been on each other's wings, fighting, and now Hozik into the pits this lap. Detros, if you're watching the stream, I cannot hear you in game chat since I haven't turned off. Immigration trying to catch Tez. Can't get him on that straight. Oh! What happened there? Immigration ran into the back of Tez and his entire wing came off. He's going to serve his penalty, then he will get the wing change. That is a turn of events. It's Wavy, Hozik, and that's going to be Civic. Wavy and Hozik are having a pretty good battle. The virtual safety car out, though. Wow. Immigration exits the pits now as the other two. Falls back to fourth. Wow, ran right into the back of Tez. Virtual safety car out. Wavy and Civic both pit. Hozik stays out of that group. Ooh. That could have ended both of their races. Tez still out fine and in the lead. Detros, 5-second penalty for a severe collision. DRS now enabled. This time around. NYC's Ghost taking him around in 10th place. I don't know if now he'll come into the pits. Glad we caught that on camera. What happened between Tez and Immigration? A huge contact between those two. Now a wreck. That's going to be Ryan, possibly. Detros around, it seems. As he leaves the session, his AI with DRS open now continues on the pit straight. I don't know if that is his internet or it's just his, or he just left. Could be either one. But Tez out in front by a big margin, catching NYC's AI at the moment. Seconds between those two, but let's look. Colin making the pass on Ryan. Ryan did get by Colin on this 10-lap old hard tires. Tez is the only one that has not pit yet. Just told NYC, since he did leave, to come back in and retire his car. Hopefully his AI does that in a proper spot. But now you see the battle for second place going on. Colin, Ryan, Immigration, all in that fight. Ryan sends it super deep. That's going to allow Immigration to get a big run on him. Immigration with the run on Ryan. Let's see what happens there. Immigration down to the inside of Ryan. Everybody laid on the brakes. Immigration is going to let them by. Now he has a big run on corner exit, which will allow him to easily get by Ryan. 20 laps into this event, and Tez with a huge lead on Colin. Definitely not the best day for either of the Ferrari drivers. They're 8th and 10th, not what they want if they're trying to get a points grab to put themselves back in the lead of the Constructors' Championship. Manishman sets fastest lap 1:10.9 on the medium tires. Ryan making a big lunge into the second corner. It says Colin. Something must have happened to Tez. It says Colin's only 4 seconds back now. Oh, he pit. Okay. Tez came into the pits, and now Colin 4 seconds behind him. Immigration with DRS now should have a run. Which way will he go? He goes to the inside. Late on the brakes. They're going to be side by side. Contact made. Colin pulls out, slides on exit, but he's able to stay through it, and he's able to get to the lead. Now Immigration looking to the inside. Brakes late again. Holds his line on the bottom. Beautiful corner exit for both of them. Not for Ryan, though, as he's going to exit and then reset to track. Not allowed. Wavy leaves the session again. Sector 3 spin. Don't see who that is. Looks like the Ferrari's in the pits. Or that is NYC, who just retired his car in the pit lane. And NYC Gaming now leaves the session. Tez out front by 5.7 seconds. Hozik gets by Ryan. Let's see what happened there. Just an overtake, it seemed. And who's going to have DRS right here? It's going to be Hozik, who's just now going to pull away even more on Ryan. Manishman, a penalty. Multiple warnings. Immigration pulled out on the other two. Now both either him or Tez have a penalty. 6.2 seconds the gap. Hopefully he can shrink that down. That's what Immigration is thinking. To get closer to Tez. And I believe at the current moment, with how the points would be going, Tez would take over the championship since he is only 4 points behind right now. So Immigration will have to try and stop that. As we move on here. 12 laps to go now. Tez, he crosses the line. We keep our eyes on Immigration. Let's go back to Ryan and Hozik. Ryan has DRS, but he's very far back. Now he'll get it on this next straight as he gets it again. Sector 1 spin. Who's that going to be? Mini goes around. Stopped on track, waiting for Immigration to go by. Now he's going to flip the car around. Oh, he's been disqualified for going the wrong way. Oh. Now it's so AI just stopped in the middle of the track. Now it's just glitching out. That's messed up. That's... Should not have been disqualified for that. Many shouldn't have. So now we move back.
No, I spun out and I tried to turn around and the game disqualifies me at my home GP.
Yep.
When am I gonna get a break?
I don't know. That shouldn't do that. That's what happened to Civic in Italy. He was just sitting there waiting, and then as soon as he tries to spin it around, he got disqualified.
Well, I literally sat there because I wasn't going to try and run into someone, and as soon as I tapped that gas to spin around, I get disqualified. I could have pulled out in front of Ted, but I wasn't going to do that. The race leader. I have respect for other drivers on the track, so I'm not just going to try and ruin someone's race for my own good.
Yeah. I'll put you ahead of any DNF cars, even though you probably won't get any points. Because a disqualified isn't really a terrible event for many. We move back to Ted's, who's now pulled out on immigration, 7.3 seconds. Come on with 10 laps to go now. I thought Hazik and immigration were very close to each other, but it's just the same gap between Tez and immigration and Hazik and immigration. Move on, 9 laps to go. As Tez to the line as he exits the final chicane now. Ika now just now getting online. But Tez doing a very good job of staying within those track limits. Not letting himself fall into the clutches of immigration as the gap stays about 7.4 seconds each lap. Immigration hoping that a lap car or someone will get in the way, cause him to get DRS and pull out towards Hez. But that gap just will not, it'll just not increase nor will it decrease, it just stays the same as Tez goes through the final chicane, and he will head on to the lap with 7 to go. Now we've got a car in the pits that's going to be management into the pits. Head over to Wavy's camera. Close to Civic. Let's see if he'll make a move on this backstretch. Civic gets very wide, gets almost close into the wall. Now Wavy will have DRS. Let's see what move he can make. 6 laps to go. Currently, as you can see, Tez in second. Coming up on 6 laps to go, excuse me. Now Wavy with DRS again, getting closer to Civic. Not close enough at the moment. Tez is also pulled out to 7.7 seconds on Immigration. Manish sets another fastest lap, 109.8 on those soft tires. Very quick lap. Now Wavy has a very big run on Civic. He goes to the inside of the next corner, and they're close, but Civic's going to hold on to the position. What happened to Tez? Tez pit for the soft tires. Tez pit for the softs. I did not even notice that happen. Tez pit for the softs. Tez is going to have 4.5 laps to get 7.4 seconds to Immigration. Just more than that, about 8 seconds to Immigration. That's how much time he's going to have to gain within the next 4 laps if he wants this victory. The driver's title is handed over to Immigration. He'll be up 11 points if the standings stay the same. Looks like Colin didn't make that too hard of a pass, knowing Tez is on those fresher tires. But Tez pits for the softs, maybe going for fastest lap, but he had the win. Tires must have been very old for him to pit onto the softs. 7 seconds in 4 laps is going to be difficult as we come now to 4 to go. Immigration crossing the line for 4 to go. 6.9, 6.8 seconds now. Tez getting closer and closer. What in the world? He is good. He is catching him, though. Tez is catching Immigration. We are going to have a good finish, folks. We are going to have a good finish. At 6 seconds. Now, by the pace he's going, he will not be enough. 5.9 now, so 1.5 a lap. More than that. It will be close. Immigration's got to be pushing really hard. 17 lap old medium tires. Hard is an understatement for how he will have to be pushing this car. Colin now pits for soft tires. So the tire wear running out and Immigration might be caught out. 17 laps on those tires. Wow. Did Tez make the right choice by pitting? Ryan, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Ryan currently in 5th place. We watched Tez though. No one behind him. I don't know why it's triggering to that camera. There we go. Now 5.3 seconds the gap. So he did not gain much that lap, but now he gets to go to exit. 5 seconds about. I think Immigration's going to be able to hold on to this one unless those tires really die out within these next few laps. 4.9. Tez is going to have to put in some of the best laps he ever has put in at this track if he wants the victory. Hozik moves himself into P3. 4.7 seconds now. We right on board with Tez as he tries to catch Immigration. He hasn't thrown away the victory quite yet. 4.5 seconds now. He's got about 1.5 laps to get there, catch up, and get the pass done. Hozik passes Colin, those two having a very good battle currently, but we are sticking with Tez and his pursuit of Immigration. Those tires are already almost out of their prime, I'd say, and he just will not be able to get there. 4.2 now. He's barely gone down. It's gone down about 8 tenths this lap. Just this lap, 8 tenths is not going to be enough. You see the Red Bull in the distance. You see the Aston Martin right here. Final lap now. We move over to Immigration, and Tez gets very loose behind him. We move back to Immigration. He's got 1 lap to do it. 1 lap from 10th place is where he qualified yesterday. I believe he moved up just a few positions to where he is now. And that is a chance at a victory. About a minute away from victory, and Hozik goes around, loses his front wing. He's going to have to put it in reverse. He has a lot of time before Ryan catches up. Now he flips around, gets going again. We move back to Immigration. He's only got to make it through a final sector, a hairpin and a chicane. He goes into the 3rd sector. Immigration begins his way onto the backstretch now. Goes into the final corner. The pursuit for Tez was not enough. Immigration comes to the line. His 4th win of the year comes in Canada. Tez falls short, a 3.9 second gap between the two of them. Colin now heads down the backstretch in pursuit to get P3. We'll switch it over to penalties now. You'll see 3 seconds back. So Colin comes across the line. P3, his first podium of the season. Ryan and Hozik. Hozik and Manish and Civic all there. Hozik without his front wing. The other two behind him trying to get by. Hozik trying to hold on to a P4 finish. Let's see what happens here. Now Manish down to the inside. They're holding their line. Hozik goes into the corner, completely skips it. He goes back onto the track. Manish gets by Civic. Not enough. Civic pulls himself into P4 though, not counting the penalties. So P2, P4 day for the Aston Martins. That will pull themselves out in the Constructors, but the Drivers' Championship, however, the point today goes to Immigration. 7 points more than what Tez would have gotten, so that extends the gap to 11 seconds now. As you can see, Immigration celebrating on the podium. What a race. get our winner in here.
Yo,
Immigration. Hello.
I, oh,
Quite
that was
eventful.
close. Quite interested to see what happened with Tez
So,
because I saw when he came out of the pits he was on mediums, so then he had to make another pit stop or just risk getting disqualified. Well, not risk it, you get disqualified.
ooh, so that's what happened?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, can win this thing then. I think he left his pit stop a bit late, uh, personally, but I mean, fair play to him. I
So,
still had the 5 seconds from the start that I was gonna try and get removed if I didn't, win.
yeah. So I want to go over your contact while you were going into the pits.
Oh yes. Basically, I just tried to go as much to the left as possible. I braked like early enough for the pit lane. Obviously, Tess was trying to make the corner. I hit his rear. Yeah, it's my bad really, but yeah. I should have judged that he wasn't going into the pit lane, unlike me.
Yeah. So, a long day, eventful day, and your fourth win of the year puts you now
Yeah.
11 points ahead in the Drivers' Championship.
Is that 11?
It should be, because it was 4, and now you have 7 on
Is
them. I
it?
think Manish got fastest lap.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. That was it really. I mean, I feel like I think Tez certainly did his tyres. Once he was going for a two-stop, but I was a bit surprised that he was. Seeing as this morning he was, when we were doing the practice race, he was going kind of the same strategy as me, but the other way around. Well, mine paid off.
Yeah. So, starting, where did you start? P10?
P8.
P8. So,
Yeah.
starting P8 after qualifying P10 and the victory in
Yeah.
Canada. So, congrats.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really have the start to the race. I was so in the first race we did there, where we had to leave, I got a really good start. Got past Mini, through on quite a lot of people. I think we passed like 4 people on the starts.
Yeah.
But then on that one, wasn't as much room to go for that, and then Civic spun, so I kind of had to avoid that as well.
Yeah, I
So
feel
yeah,
terrible for Civic because I think he was leading the first one.
okay.
Yeah. Well, congrats, Immigration, and we will see you in Mexico next week.
See ya.
See ya. Okay, let's get Wavy in here since he was the first one to do it. And we'll get Tez, then Minnie. Wavy?
Hello. I had a pretty good race, but also a pretty bad race. So, started off with me crashing, so I didn't even get to choose my strategy. Because I'm pretty sure Minnie accidentally fat fingered, so I couldn't choose my strategy in time. Then my game crashed. Once I came back, I had a decent start, started getting a few. Then me and Hozik, me and him had an amazing battle. I just want to say props to him if he's in here. But, it was pretty fun throughout the race. And then me and Civic started going at each other later into the race. I got front wing damage. Wait, no. Yeah, I got front wing damage and pitted under VSC. Served my penalty too, so I had no penalties after that. After that, just went in, threw in. Then me and Civic started going at each other again. And it was an amazing battle. Props to you, Civic. You kept it clean. And it was pretty crazy. Went through, and then last lap, Manish overtook me and overtook Civic, I'm pretty sure. And then I hit a wall and broke my front wing, so I came P8.
Yep, a P8 finish for Wavy. Long day as well, I guess. Your internet
Yeah.
gave up a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see you in Mexico, hopefully, Wavy.
Yeah.
Bye. And Tez, let's hear what happened with him. Hello, Tez.
Yo. Hello.
So what was your
Yeah.
strategy?
My strategy was not what I did today. Immigration was right. I seen the medium tyres get put on my car, and I just started crying to Civic. So, yeah, we came out, and at that point it was either do a few laps on the mediums, and hope for a safety car, so that's what we were doing. We were hoping someone would crash, because it seemed like there was a bit of chaos going around the track anyway. But yeah, the safety car didn't come, I think, by about lap 30, so fuck it, we'll put the softs on and see if we can gain any ground. But yeah, here's what it is. Still a good race.
Big run at the end. Just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, that was it. And then when immigration went into the back of me, I didn't realise it was lap 15. Otherwise, I would have left more space if I knew he was going in. So I think he had to change his wing, didn't he?
Yeah, his wing completely went off, and it caused a VSC.
Yeah, so I think he had to get his wing changed, and then I think he was trying to get the 5-second penalty over turn at the start anyway, so probably balances out really. So yeah, still got the right results in P2 and P4 for Aston Martin.
Yep, that's only going to help you guys in the constructors, and only 11 points back on the drivers. So
yeah, not the worst day.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Tez, and we'll see you in Mexico.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye. Minnie, we'll get him in here next, and then Civic will wrap it up. There we go. So, disqualified.
Yeah,
Yep.
before to start there, I kind of got caught up between two of the guys. Immigration on my right, I kind of just fell back on purpose. Didn't feel like getting into anything too crazy, and I had overall a really clean race, but a spin lap 27, end of the first chicane. I spun around and I didn't want to cut in front of Tez or Immigration because I knew they were having a good race and a good battle there, and two contenders. So I didn't want to, cut out, possibly ruin their race or even a title. So I waited there, and as soon as Immigration passed, I got on the gas. The second I touched the gas, the game disqualified me. So I haven't gotten a break here ever since I started here. I think first race was Monza. So honestly, gonna consider retirement because this just isn't working out.
Well, we look forward if you do come to Mexico, and thank you, Minnie. Hello, Civic.
Yeah, I hope Mina doesn't retire, but
Yeah.
it can happen. Like it always happens. Honestly, I feel what he says because like I spun the start.
I
was
feel
embarrassing,
terrible.
Really.
I
It was
feel
really
so bad.
It was like the worst possible scenario in lap one, and then I got also a 5-second penalty for speeding. I was so close to not speed in Pitland, but and and then next thing you know, I got a drive-through penalty for not washing the delta, but I swear I was half a second up on the delta when I pit during the VSC. So it randomly gave me the penalty, even though at that point I had Wavy behind me. It was just right behind me. Okay, when the VSC happened, and when we both went into the pits, and he was even closer to me when we went into the pits. So I clearly didn't gain any ground on him, but I still got a drive-through penalty for fuck all reason. But yeah, I served it, and at the end, it was a very, very tense and cool battle between me and Wavy and Manish at times. And at the end, I got very lucky because the guys ahead either got damage or got penalties, and I jumped from like P7 to P4 due to that. So damage limitation really, but overall, like aside from the first lap, it was a pretty enjoyable race, honestly.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for the start next time, because I know I can get very good starts. I usually do, but this time I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, well, it was a fun race either way and a great comeback drive for you, Civic. So, thank you, and we'll see you in Mexico.
Thanks. See you guys.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna end it here. Thank you all for racing, you four. Thank you for watching the stream, and we will. Yep.